Welcome, family, friends, and loved ones to Pitzer College's 58th commencement. This is a day of joy and celebration. My heartfelt congratulations to you, our 2020 graduates. Today, we honor the culmination of your college careers and the commencement of the rest of your lives. We celebrate all of it and all of you. Here with us on this happy occasion are members of our Board of Trustees and our Board Chair, Donald Gould. Trustees, will you please stand? I would also like to recognize my senior leadership team. Yvonne Berriman, Admission and Financial Aid. Jim Marchant, Strategic Initiatives and Community Relations. Alan Amoto, Academic Affairs and Dean of Faculty. Kim Shiner, Advancement in Communications. Laura Trondle, Chief Operating Officer and Treasurer. And Sandy Vasquez, Student Affairs. Next, join me in acknowledging our distinguished Pitzer College faculty. Without your talent for sharing your knowledge and expertise, without your passion and compassion, Pitzer wouldn't be Pitzer. Esteemed colleagues, will you please stand? I would like to express my appreciation to Pitzer College staff members for their dedicated efforts today. In particular, I would like to acknowledge Commencement Coordinator Katie Toole. Along with her, our Commencement Committee. I would also like to thank Mark Crawbuck and his groundskeepers and staff from facilities and maintenance, custodial and housekeeping, food services, and finally, every office on campus that worked together to create this beautiful celebration. The graduating class elected Minna Bazuna, Associate Professor of Economics, and Will Barnt, Associate Professor of Political Science, as the student marshals. Our faculty marshals are Ermi Engineer Willoughby, who joined Pitzer as an assistant professor in history in 2020, and Paul Faustich, a professor of environmental analysis and a Pitzer graduate and Pitzer parent, who is retiring this year after more than 3 decades of teaching at the college. Students also elected a member of the Pitzer staff as their special guest to thank them for their generosity of spirit. This year, the students chose Todd Sasaki, Director of International Programs and International Student Advisor, as their special guest. Before we go any further, I want to say to all of the parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and kin of every kind, welcome, and today is your day too. Education is a chain reaction, and you are part of the spark that set this day in motion many years ago. I would also like to take a moment to remember those in our community and our families who are not with us today, including a beloved member of the class of 2022. Kate Weinberg. We hold Kate and others we have lost in our thoughts and hearts. Today, what brings us together under this tent and watching from around the world are our graduating seniors. You came to Pitzer from 34 states and 13 countries. You range in age from 20 to 64. 12% of you will be the first in your family to graduate from a four-year college. Many of you chose Pitzer because you were drawn to its core values, and all of you brought to the college a great diversity of knowledge and lived experiences and the kind of energy and enthusiasm that lights the way to a better world. Wherever you're from, whatever your age, your journey has been unlike any other in Pitzer's history. Most of you were sophomores in March 2020 when the pandemic forced us to transition to remote classes. You had to adapt to a new mode of learning in a world turned upside down. Today, we not only celebrate your achievements, we recognize the strength and character you've shown and shared. This is a ceremony and a testimony. I thank each of you. I thank each of your families, as well as every member of Pitzer's COVID-19 task force and all of our professors, students, and staff. I am so proud of the way Pitzer came together to protect our community. Graduating seniors, we see what you have done during your time at Pitzer. We see how you have interpreted, applied, and lived our core values. Learning across the disciplines, studying and seeking social justice, taking care of the planet, cultivating intercultural understanding, and engaging with the life of the college on every level. You've become scholars, allies, and advocates. You've revitalized the student garden, researched COVID variants, and helped launch Pitzer's Racial Justice Initiative. You led the Student Senate and student affinity groups and made Pitzer a better place for your classmates and all of the students who will follow in your footsteps. As Sage Hen student athletes, you've played on teams that have won more than 25 SCIAC regular season and tournament championships. And you are part of the women's water polo team that just won a national championship. Some of you count among the inaugural members of Pitzer's Inside Out Pathway to the BA program. You took your first Pitzer classes while incarcerated. As inside students, you shared a classroom with outside students and professors. One of Pitzer's formerly incarcerated students, who recently received a Fulbright to conduct research in Uganda, said, "This experience left an indelible mark, sparking, quote, a fire inside me and allowing me to understand things about myself that I did not know before," unquote. This is the beauty of a Pitzer education. We learn not only with each other, but from each other, and ultimately come to better understand ourselves and the world. As most of you know, I am retiring in June. Today is a kind of commencement for me too, an ending and a beginning. Part of devoting one's life to higher education means embracing the notion that we are all students at every stage. I have learned so much from you and from Pitzer. I am grateful and lucky to have spent the last 4 years of my 45-year career with you. Thank you.